Alright, students, let's get on this review. So, substitution, what we want to remember is that we are replacing the values. As an example, I have x is equal to 3y minus 1. I'm going to replace x with that value. So I have 2 times 3y minus 1 plus y is equal to 5. Distribute that 2. I'll get 6y minus 2 plus y is equal to 5. Move my 2 to both sides. 6y plus y is equal to 7. 7y is equal to 7. So y is going to be equal to 1. At this point, I'm going to take and put it back into my original equation. So x is equal to 3 times 1 minus 1. 3y minus 1. X is equal to 3 minus 1. X will be equal to 2. And now I have my very first equation solved, 2, 1. On number 2, same thing. We're looking to replace one of our variables. Y is already solved for, so I'm going to take this value. I'm going to drop it in for y. So instead of y, I have that x plus 2. It's all equal. Pull that 2 from both sides. X minus 2x equal 1. Negative x equal 1. X equal negative 1. I'm going to drop it right back into that equation. Y is equal to negative 1 plus 2. Y is equal to positive 1. So I have negative 1, positive 1 for my values. On this one, again, looking for something I can replace. Y is already solved for. It won't always be true for you guys, but most of the time you'll have a variable that's already solved for. So I'll have 2x plus 3 minus x is equal to 9. So 4x plus 6 minus x is equal to 9. Pull that 6 from both sides. I've got 4x minus x, so 3x is equal to 3. X will be equal to 1. I'll have y is equal to 2 times 1 plus 3. Y will be equal to 5. So 1, 5 will be the answer here. Let's get those boxed up for quick looking. Now, number 4, x is already solved for in my second equation. I look for something I can replace. X is already solved for. I'm going to drop that value in for x. So I have 5y plus 3 plus 2y is equal to 3. This time you're going to get something particular. You get 7y is equal to 0. Don't panic with your 7y equal to 0. There's a number that makes that work. It will be 0. Take that value, drop it in for y. And then we solve for x like we've been doing. On number 5, sliding it up, we got number 5. I've got x is equal to this much. Drop it in. 7y minus 3. 3y minus 1 is equal to 1. 7y minus 9y plus 3 is equal to 1. Pull that 3 from both sides. Get negative 2y is equal to negative 2. Y is equal to positive 1. Once I know that, I'm going to drop it back in that first equation. 3 times 1 minus 1 is going to be equal to x. I know y is positive 1. So x is going to be equal to 2. 2, 1 will be my solution here. On the next one, this one, nothing is solved for. So I'm going to have to create a variable that's isolated. I look over here at my first equation. There's nothing good to solve for. Anything I solve for is going to give me a fraction. Look at the second equation. If I solve for x, all I need to do is add the y to the other side. You could solve for y, and that's a fine way to do it. However, I'm going to choose to solve for x because I don't get any negative values, and that makes my calculations much more likely to be correct. I'm going to take that and drop it in. 2 times 1 plus y plus 3y is equal to 7. 2 plus 2y plus 3y is equal to 7. So 5y, once we pull that 2 and combine our y's up, 5y will be equal to 5, y will be equal to 1. And now I'm going to take the equation I created because it's a little bit easier. You know, it's already set up, ready to go. So I've got my values solved for there. On the next page, I've got elimination. They're pretty much a little bit easier. This is where you want to cancel something out. Elimination, you're trying to cancel out a variable when you add the two equations together. If they don't, you're going to adjust the equation so that they do. You're going to force the cancel. As an example, number 7, our very first equation, our y's are going to cancel. So we can add these two equations together and immediately remove the variable. X plus 2x is 3x. My y's cancel out, and I get an equal to 3 x is equal to 1. I'm going to take that 1, put it in this very first equation. 1 plus 2y is equal to 3. Pull that 1 from both sides. 2y is equal to 2. So y will be 1. And there's my answer. My second one, you'll notice nothing is going to cancel out. The easiest thing for me to do, in my opinion, is going to be to take this second equation and multiply it by 2. That'll give us 2x plus 2y is equal to 18. And then I'm going to take this other equation and restack. And now I have forced my y's to be equivalent and opposite. So they're both a 2, one's a plus, one's a minus. That's going to cancel those bad boys out when I add it together. I get a 5x, my y's cancel, and it's equal to 15. That's going to make x equal to 3. I'm going to put it back into this equation, so 3 plus y is equal to 9. Pull that 3 from both sides and we'll get y is equal to 6. So 3, 6 will be that answer. Moving right along to number 9. Again, nothing is going to, well, no, the x is canceled, my bad. So we're ready to go right now. We look at our x's, they're going to cancel out, cancel. 2y minus y, 1y, 2 minus 1, 1. Ready to go. Super handy. I'm going to use this equation because x stays positive. 3x minus y, which we know to be 1, is equal to negative 1. We add them to both sides. That 1, and you get 3x equals 0. Again, don't panic. 0 divided by 3 is just 0. So we have 0, 1 for number 9. Number 10. Nothing's going to cancel out. An easy way to cancel this out, my x's have the same coefficient. One's positive, they're both positive 1. I'm going to multiply this bottom equation by negative 1. And that's going to flip all of my signs. So multiply that bottom equation by negative 1, flips all the signs. And now my x's will cancel out, and I'll get y is equal to positive 2. I'm going to take this top equation, x minus y, which I know to be positive 2, is equal to 7. And that's going to mean that x is equal to 9. Again, there are lots of different orders that you can do this in and equations that you can select to solve for. I'm always going to strive to pick the one that is the easiest arithmetic to solve. Let's look at number 11. Again, nothing cancels. I want it to cancel. Nothing's going to cancel when I add it together. I'm going to take this top equation and multiply it by 2. The reason I picked the top equation is because the y's already have alternating signs. I've got a plus y and a minus y. So if this y simply had a 2 in front of it, it would cancel the other one out. That's what I'm looking for. So I multiply the top equation by 2. X plus 4x is 5x. My y's are going to cancel. 3 plus 2 is 5. And very quickly, x is equal to 1. I've got 2x plus y is equal to 1. Again, picking this original equation because it looks easy, no negatives. Pull that 2 from both sides and I'll get y is equal to negative 1. So 1, negative 1 is going to be my answer here. Sliding right along. This one, again, nothing to cancel out. I'm going to look at my x's here because they already have opposite signs. Take this bottom equation, multiply it by positive 2. That's going to give me 4y minus 2x is equal to 2. So 3y plus 2x is equal to 5. It's going to get rewritten down here. When I add them together, 7y equals 7. Y is going to be equal to 1. 3 times 1 plus 2x is equal to 5. 2x equal to 2. X equal to 1. So 1, 1 is going to be that answer right there. How much time we got? We got a minute. Well, we can do these first two equations. Two numbers add together to be 7. I'm going to use x as my first number and y as my second number. So x plus y is equal to 7. Their difference is 1. So x minus y is equal to 1. Solve a system. These are set up really nicely for elimination. I'm going to get x plus x, 2x, my y's cancel, and I'll get an 8. X is 4. Take this one, 4 plus y is equal to 7. Subtract the 4 from both sides, and we have our other number. Y is equal to 3. And we got it.